fruit so ripe, sweet tree roots run deep, high up, but you never look down on me. Look down on me. Look down on me. No, you love me, it's yours. Look down on me. Look down on me. Look down on me. No, you love me, it's yours. Cherry tree, I cherish you, yeah, you're so sweet to me. Oh yeah, I always find my way back right under you, bringing me back to life with the fruit. Cherry tree, yeah, I always know that I can find you here, yeah. You keep me when I went from ear to ear, always standing tall. If I could be just like your leaves, sun-kissed dreams inside my mind won't go away. If I could be just like your leaves, sun-kissed dreams apply divine design you are.
It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Atlanta Braves. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. These fans get to see their team at home for the first time this season, Singy, and they want to help create a spark for their squad.
Well, clearly there's no place like home, Boog. A few road games didn't go their way to start the season, but they're at home now looking to right the ship. Should be a lot of excitement in the park today.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings, Reynaldo Lopez. Chris, a pretty remarkable season on the mound for him.
Yeah, just a real solid season last year, finishing with a sub-2 ERA. That's getting it done. That is not having more than maybe one subpar start in the season. It's pretty much domination from wire to wire. And when you can do that against good hitters today that are looking to get the ball in the air, hit the ball over the fence, and slug, really impressive in what he did last year, and I only expect him to build on it this season.
First pitch, 7:15.
That clips the corner.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Lopez fires. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Next to hit, Griffin Conine. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Lopez, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Ground ball right side. Albies fires over to first. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight. And time now for the Marlins lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Let's go, Ray. And a foul ball. That's down and in. A slider missed. Whoa. Fastball for a strike. 2 out, space is empty. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Marlins. And now the Braves will get their first crack at it. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill, Ryan Weathers. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Ronald Acuna Jr., the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike 1. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And that one fouled off. Runner at first with no outs here. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. And that's in for a strike.
0-1.
And that's outside. And 1-1. Man at first, one away. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
2 strike.
The 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him in the scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Austin Riley, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Braves strand 1, scoreless after 1. All set for the start of the inning. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Connor Norby. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
That one finds the corner, and it's 0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Lopez ready to fire now. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second, and he's there with a leadoff double.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
And now for the Marlins, Jonah Bride. To the right side, and that's a base hit, headed for the plate. He scores, and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Lopez, 31 years old, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year. 1 on, nobody out, a run in here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Fought off foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The pitch. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Number 15.
Here's the catcher, Agustin Ramirez. Ramirez with some nice production in his last game, 4 runs batted in.
Love seeing someone drive in a bunch of runs like he did, Boone. Doing that consistently, you let your teammates know they can count on you to come through when the team needs it most.
Next offering is in for a strike. And a slider misses down and away. And a 1-2. First and second, no outs here at the top of the second. Next pitch misses, and it's a full count. Stays alive. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Got it. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
And up next for Miami, Dane Myers. Fastball for a strike at 95. Myers with a homer in his last game. Right over at second. Sanchez over at first with one away. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow left field. Profar. And it's caught for the out.
Batting ninth, center fielder Derek Hill.
And now the center fielder, Derek Hill. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say. First and second, 2 down.
Well, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another. So you would imagine with that many looks, Boog, that the adjustment's got to be coming soon.
That one not close, and that's ball 1. Two outs. Lopez gets the swing and the miss. They limit the damage here. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Truist Park, home of the Braves since 2017. These fans didn't experience a home postseason game a year ago, but the Braves did qualify as a wild card team before getting swept by the Padres.
Yeah, that was a tough series for Atlanta. They played a doubleheader for seeding purposes the day after the regular season was scheduled to finish.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. The Braves did reach the postseason, but they had to fly cross country to Petco Park to play the Padres. Plus, they lost Chris Sale going into the final weekend of the season. That was a tough blow.
Yeah, no doubt. Injuries were a huge part of the Braves story in 2024. Everyone is hoping for better luck this season, that's for sure.
Next pitch inside. Yeah, that's ball 2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
In the air, left field, down the line. That gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for base hit.
Here's the switch hitting left fielder Jurickson Profar. First offering misses badly for ball one. Tying run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Profar gets a piece there. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Here's Sean Murphy. Swings through that one.
No ball. 1 strike.
The 0-1. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Fastball is outside. Harris, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering misses, and the count now even up. Swung on, belted. Sanchez on the run. And it one-hops the wall. Coming home. He'll score and they tie it.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Now in for the Braves, Nick Allen. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
And a big swing and a miss.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Got him swinging. Good job at damage control right there. The Braves add 1 on the RBI double. All even now at 1-1. Back after this on the show. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Lopez back to work. That's in there. It's 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Lopez gets the swing and the miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Griffin Conant, the next to hit, grounded out his first time. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Profar makes a nice running catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Edwards, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
No strike.
In there at the knees for a strike.
1-1.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Around second now as they still don't have it. Pulls into third safely with a triple.
Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
So a runner at third, 2 outs. And now here is Connor Norby. Doubled his first time up. And that's in there at the knees.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And now 1-2. Two outs. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Runner stays put at third. Back here in Atlanta, here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate.
Well, here's a player who hits the ball a mile when he connects. In fact, Acuna is the first player in the StatCast era to hit 10 straight home runs, all traveling more than 420 feet. He's not exactly just clearing the fences out there.
This one in the air. Right, should have this one. Makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Albies in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Hill under it, puts it away for the out. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. This to third. Throws to first in time. Ozuna is out, and that'll do it. Offense held in check there. On to inning number 4. All tied 1-1. Back at Truist Park, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Jonah Bride. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0.
You know, these Marlins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Tosses to first, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
Right fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 1 with a single so far. There's the strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And the 0-1. And there's a ball.
That's a ball.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, number 15.
Now it's the Marlins catcher, Agustin Ramirez. He's 0 for 1. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Sanchez leads off first with 1 away. That one called a strike, and it's 0-2.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Dane Myers getting ready to hit. Fly to left his first time. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Right through there for a strike. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. That misses, and the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And at the plate for Miami, Derek Hill went down on strikes his first time through. In there at the knees. 0-1. Two on, 2 outs. That one misses, and now it's even 1-1. On the ground right side, Albies over to first, and that is the inning. So they strand a pair, and midway in the 4th, all tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here is Austin Riley. Ryan Weathers will get back to work. Slice the other way and foul.
You know, these Braves, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Caught him looking for the K.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so it just makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Here's Matt Olson. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
One down, base is empty.
Ball 1.
Now one missed.
2-1.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 3.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Fouled off left side. And he walked him.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Man at first with one gone. Michael Harris the second. Digs in now. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. That's a base hit. The throw into second. He's in there.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice line drive to the full side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
First and second, 1 out. Profar will hit next. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Just missed.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And that one finds its way through. The throw in, but it's offline. He will score.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost art for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
2 on, 1 out. So here's Murphy now. Doubled his first time. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 1-1. Harris on second. Profar at first. 1 gone.
That's a ball.
Activity in the bullpen. Seth Martinez preparing to come on if needed. Cronin getting cranked up as well. Weathers fires. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Breaking ball inside. 2 and 2. got him. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
I'll just rip a page out of the Greg Maddux playbook. Throw that pitch at the hip and just watch it jump back over the inside part of the plate. Tell you what, you are baffled expecting that to almost hit you and then end up as a called strike.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Sanchez ranging after it, and he makes the catch. And that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. On the ground, and that one finds its way through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Next to hit, Griffin Conine. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Move to first. Lopez back in on a dive. On the ground to the left. Down the line, and it's foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And down on strikes he goes. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 2. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Over to first, and he's saved. And it's even up.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the 5th. On the ground, 2 ball. Fires to second for 1. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Braves 2 and the Marlins 1. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Seth Martinez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Acuna at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
0-2.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Pitch misses, and it's 1-2. That's down and in.
2 balls, 2 strike.
Outside,
2 strike.
and the count's full. Swings and misses, struck him out. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Martinez measures 6 feet 2 inches, 195 pounds. They got him off of waivers earlier this season. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. And ball 1. And that one wrapped foul. And there's the ball. And they'll do it again. And that's in the dirt.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Too high, and it's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. He was late there, strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Late on that fastball.
No balls, 2 strike.
Misses off the plate, ball 1. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Here is Austin Riley, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
No ball, 1 strike.
And that's off the inside edge. 1-1. Albies off of first with 2 away. edge of the zone for a strike. Now 1-2.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
Way outside, straight to the backstop. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Nobody on defense feels great right now. The pitcher feels responsible for missing so far outside, and the catcher wishes he could have done more to try to stop it.
Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 5 innings complete. It's the Braves 2 and the Marlins 1. Top of the 6th inning. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Connor Norby. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Craig Kimbrell gets handed the rock out of the pen. This is his 3rd time out this year. There's the strike.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
That clips a corner.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Murphy fires to first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
And now for the Marlins, Jonah Bride. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he's there with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
And now Jesus Sanchez. He's 2 for 2. Swings through that one out in front that time. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th. And a ground ball to first, and it stays fair. Coming home. He will score, and the Marlins tie it up. It's an RBI single. It's 2-2. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Well, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
Go ahead run on base. And up next for Miami, Agustin Ramirez.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Ball
Nope,
one
that's off the
there.
plate.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Outside
No,
low.
that's a ball.
Ball two.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Harris drifts towards it, makes the grab for the second out.
Now that's left fielder, Dane Myers.
Now the left fielder, Dane Myers. Not even close there. And that's ball one. Kimbrel ready. Here it comes.
2-0.
No, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
Base hit center field. And now first and second with two outs.
That's back-to-back singles for him. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
And now Derek Hill. There's a strike. Sanchez, the lead runner at second. Myers at first, 2 out of the inning. Next
One
offering
ball,
misses
one strike.
down and away. Kimbrel leans over, that right arm dangling. That's in there. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. That's a little bit low.
That's a really good take.
Good job to fight that one off. 2 on, 2 outs. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Heading for the plate. Here's the throw. It's offline, and he scores. It's 3-2. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
First and second, 2 outs. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Otto Lopez. 1 for 3. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two aboard, 2 outs. Swings through the sweeper.
1-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that's down and away. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Inning over, and it could have been worse. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Marlins 3 and the Braves 2. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Declan Cronin.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of them right here to get some critical outs.
Well, 1-run game. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Matt Olson. Infield shifted to the pull side. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Movement in the bullpen. Jesus Tinoco appears to be getting loose. Fauché also throwing. Here's the pitch to Olson. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Got him! And 1 away.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Michael Harris II. Next up for the Braves. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Now 1-1.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Now batting Jurickson Profar. Swings through that.
No ball, 1 strike.
Here's the 0-2. Now 1 missed.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
You got this.
Whoa. 2-2. Let's go.
just
3 balls,
off the
2
outside
strikes.
corner. Full count 3-2. Sean Murphy in the on deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Hey, you got this.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Full extension, makes the catch.
One of the most fun and exciting things you can do as an outfielder, you lay out, you make a diving catch, and you end the inning. That gets the team fired up in the dugout.
Back here in Atlanta, top of inning number 7. And the batter now, Griffin Conine. New pitcher for the Braves, Pierce Johnson. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Number 38. Pierce Johnson.
That's in for a strike.
I'm really impressed with this offense. They haven't been timid at the plate at all. They've been aggressive, and they're keeping the defense on its toes. So far, they've got 7 hits within the first 3 pitches of an at-bat, so there's been no time to get comfortable on the mound.
And it's strike 2.
0-2.
Next one in the dirt. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Xavier Edwards.
And at the plate for Miami, Xavier Edwards. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Slow roller to first. He steps on the bag. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Now batting, third baseman, Connor Norby.
Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong. Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Well, I definitely think the speed down the line played a factor on that throw. He had more time than he thought, but as a fielder, the speed of the game and the speed of the runner sometimes can get in your head, and he just rushed it and failed to make a clean throw.
Jonah Bride, the next up for the Marlins. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Pitch
1
in the
ball,
dirt,
no strike.
and that's ball 1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Johnson fires. On the ground right side. Sneaks through, base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. To third, tag, got him.
That's heads-up play right there. The outfielder knowing he has no shot at the runner at home, so comes up trying to cut that runner off at third and does a really nice job. Got to appreciate that.
Stepping in, Jesus Sanchez. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Right. Off of first with 2 away. Just missed. Got him looking. And that is that. 1 run, 2 hits, an error, and 1 left on base. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Marlins 4 and the Braves 2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jesus Tinoco. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Now the catcher up to hit, Sean Murphy. First pitch misses.
You know, these Braves looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Nick Allen. Popped up. And a foul ball. The tying run at the plate. Lays down a bunt to the right side. Bright fires to second for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Swing and a miss. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. With the tying run at the plate, here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
1 strike.
Comes up empty.
0-2.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Marlins 4 and the Braves 2. And we're back. And now it's going to be Agustin Ramirez. Johnson, 33 years old, a former first round. Angel De Los Santos gets the call from the pen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Nice grab. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now batting, left fielder, Dane Myers.
Here's the left fielder, Dane Myers. First pitch, and he just misses. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. And a pop up right side, foul territory. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Harris pulls it in on the run.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. And save. He busted it down the line for that infield single.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
Now a chance for Otto Lopez. Allen. They take the force out, and that is that. Marlins leave one as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Calvin Fauché.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Ozuna stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Swings and misses, and the count 1-1. And that's downstairs and outside. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's down and in.
3-2.
Outside, and that is ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Austin Riley at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3.
Well, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Swings and misses, went with the sweeper.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does. And you're tied up.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Here is Matt Olson, a walk and a pair of strikeouts. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Tying run at the plate.
That's a ball.
Well, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Ball to strike. The pitch. And a swing and a miss.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Hard hit left side. Off balance feet. There's one. And that's two.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn. And they're out of this jam.
All set to start the ninth in this one. Now here's the Marlins DH, Griffin Conine. De Los Santos back to work. And takes low for ball one.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-1. That clips the corner. Got him looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. So up next, Xavier Edwards. And ball one.
One ball. No
Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. And he grounds one to the right side. And it goes just foul. Swing and a base hit.
Everything came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And here is Connor Norby. That misses. 1-0. Edwards, the base runner at first with one out. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there.
1-1.
Throw to second. Out.
Right
Man,
there.
I see him
There you
trying to
go.
be aggressive right there late in this ball game, trying to add on to that lead. You know, I really like the thought, but it just didn't work out that time. Nice job by the defense right there to keep things right where they are in terms of the score.
Swing and a ground ball. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. It's the Marlins 4 and the Braves 2.
Now pitching for
We're
Marlins.
back, and on the mound is the closer, Anthony Bender. He comes in with a chance for his second save of the season. So digging in, Michael Harris II.
Center fielder, Michael Harris II.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Definitely
ball,
not a
one
pitch
strike.
location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location,
one
boy,
strike.
you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
The other way, and foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Not
2-2.
close with that one. The count now 2-2. And this is inside. 3-2. The pitch is outside, and ball 4. Now the Braves have the tying run in scoring position. Profar climbs in on that left side. Profar gets a piece there. That missed by a lot. And the count is 1-1. In the air, left field. Myers settles under this one. And there's one down.
Now batting, catcher, Sean Murphy.
He's 2 outs away. Now at the plate, Sean Murphy. And there's a strike.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a
0-1.
ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
And a swing and a miss there.
No ball, 2
With
strikes.
the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Braves down to their final out.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
So it's their last chance in this one. Nick Allen now at the plate. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Jared Kellner. The runner on first with 2 gone for him. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Tying run at the plate. They're down to their final strike.
0-2.
The Braves down to their final strike. And that one goes straight to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position.
As a closer, he's out there in that role for a reason, but even they lose the handle on one here and there, especially with all the nasty stuff coming out of bullpens these days. He's making it a little interesting here.
Oh, right to the backstop. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
As a closer, he's out there in that role for a reason, but even they lose the handle on one here and there, especially with all the nasty stuff coming out of bullpens these days. He's making it a little interesting here.
Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. Never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.